In the previous lecture, we saw how from source to destination the MAC addresses change. So what we are going to do here is that we will simulate the same scenario on Packet Tracer. There were 3 links in the initial scenario, and we have same 3 links over here. This is exact replica of the scenario we draw on the board. Now as you can see that PC0, the one at the bottom over here, has IP address 10.0.0.2. MAC addresses are long, so I have only mentioned the last portion of the MAC address. CABD is the MAC address of this PC. Then our network device, the router 2, it has got 2 ports. The MAC address of this port is 7A02 and MAC address of the second port is 7A01. And similarly you can see here for this router it has 2 ports with 2 MAC addresses. And as I earlier mentioned, I'm only mentioning the last portion of the MAC. Finally, this is the end device. Its MAC address is this 561A and the IP address is 11.0.0.2. Now we are going to transmit our packet from source to destination, right? So the packet will go to router 2. Router 2 will forward it to router 1. I think there was some problem. Let me send the packet again. From source to destination, PC0 will transmit to router 2. Router 2 will transmit to router 1 and router 1 will transmit to PC1. PC1 will respond and this response will go back to PC0. Now we will observe the header. First, we are talking about PC0 and router 2, the communication on this link. So you can see that we have our OSI layers in front of us, and as you can see, layer 3, 2 and 1. Layer 3 is there because of the IP address both at source and destination, and layer 2 since we're dealing with the MAC address as well, and layer 1 is because of the connectors and the wire we are using. So let's further analyze. We are analyzing the first link, communication between PC0 and our router to this link. So you can see SRC. This is, first let me tell you that this is the header format of Ethernet and this is the header of IP. We are not concerned with the IP at the moment. Our topic is data link layer, so we will see this header Ethernet. So you can see that SRC, the source address, is CABD, which is the address of PC0. And in destination address, you can see 7A02, the last portion, which is same as the address of this port. Now we will observe the second link, which is between these two routers. So the link between router 2 and router 1 is this. So this is the status of Ethernet header between the two routers, or link to this link. The source address mentioned here is 7A01. As you can see, this is the source address, and on our network diagram it's over here, 7A01. This is the source address, and the destination address is C501, which you can see over here. So on the first link, that is this link, our source MAC and destination MAC were different. When the packet was transmitted from router 2 to router 1, you can see the addresses change in the header. Now we will talk about the final link, which is between router 1 and PC1. So let me open this. Here you go. I'm going to open the header, and the source address is C502. I'm highlighting it, and this C502 is over here, the port of router number 1, and destination you can see clearly 561A, which is the MAC address of PC1. Now just to show you, though we are not dealing with the network layer at the moment, but you can see the source IP and destination IP. Let me remove it. Source IP is 10.0.0.2. This is the IP address of our PC, the source, and destination IP address is 11.0.0.2. So there is no difference in the IP address. IP address will remain the same. Only the MAC addresses will change on every link. So this is a proof of our scenario which we saw in the previous lecture. So we practically saw how our header changes the value of source MAC and destination MAC. Thank you very much for listening.